You can put that in your other pocket or.
Yep.
However
Sure,
it fits.
yeah, so I'm going to give it
Yeah. Cool. All right. Just give me a massive clap. Slightly bigger, 57% bigger.
Huh?
57%.
More?
Yeah.
Okay.
The second one was fine, but
Oh, okay.
insurance.
Oh, okay.
Actually, before I give it to you, if you can give me like a massive clap.
That wasn't massive.
It was a okay clap. We can go from that. There we go. Should have led with that.
Yeah, sorry. It's pressure's on.
So can you tell us just who you are and what you do around the games industry and culture?
I am Miyuki Panda, or Cheryl, and I do content creation around racing games, a little bit of variety here and there, because I can't stick to one thing really, but it's mostly racing games, Formula 1 and stuff like that.
My name is Sarah. I am Workplace Experience Manager at Uplift Games. This is my 4th year in the games industry. My role at Uplift is to look after projects that contribute to happiness and connection. And we're like a remote first studio, so that involves virtual socials and occasional in-person meetups, as well as initiatives that help people feel seen and help us find ways to get to know each other better and communicate, which is really important to the collaboration we do as a studio.
So I am a owner and CEO of a gaming company called Community Versus. What we do is we give people skills and experiences through different esports projects, and I pretty much help people get their portfolios ready by giving them options in the IT, gaming and creative media spaces.
My name is Ben, or Ready Set Ben. I'm a content creator over on Twitch.tv and many other platforms. And I advocate for not only queer issues, but anything in diversity and inclusion, and make sure it's a safer space for people looking for some sort of solace in an online world where they can't find it outside of that.
I'm Coco, also known as Calling Me Coco, and I'm a content creator.
So basically, literally just yesterday, we registered our business. It's called I Made This, and it's for our card game called Creator Clash. The idea came around about a year and a half ago, and then it was kind of dropped a little bit, and then we, for fun, started making some playing cards. And we were like, this is actually quite cool. So we just made an entire card game.
What was your biggest motivation for wanting to work in an area of games?
Yeah, that's a great question. That's pretty much one of the reasons why I started my company, was because I'm a person who has a lot of passion, has a lot of enthusiasm for the games industry, but I was pretty much being knocked back by the fact that I had gone to get the qualifications, but a lot of people say I wasn't skilled enough. So that reasoning being, so I was like, okay, well, if there's a problem between people who are going to university, they are going to college, they actually are going to get the education behind it, but they don't have the experience, let me actually provide the experience for them, so then that bridges the gap between, people actually able to, like myself, actually able to get into the games industry.
When I was younger, age around 14, I joined the BAFTA Young Game Designer Award, and I won Game Concept, and that made me, and people really enjoyed my narrative with the concept, and made me realize, okay, so I can write stories for games, and ever since then I've been pushing and learning how to, I've been creating how to create narrative in games, and how to intertwine mechanics with narrative and storytelling.
When I was younger, I was console gaming, and the PlayStation 2 with Bratz Rock Angels was my favorite thing to play. It was great. The colors, the fashion, all of it. It's fantastic.
My background is actually military. I joined the military when I was 15 and I came out at 19, but throughout that I was playing a lot of Call of Duty. And essentially I came out wanting to continue doing like community, speaking to people, like intelligence. Basically, switched over to community side of things with Call of Duty, and then working with Xbox, and that's how my career kind of snowballed from there.
Wow, learn something new every day. Didn't even know that. What's the game that got you into gaming? Either like just casually or what you do now?
Pokemon Yellow. Yeah, I remember like my earliest memory, I think, is of like me sitting on my dad's lap and just running around on Pokemon Yellow, and then losing a Pokemon battle, getting upset, and then handing it to my dad.
You fix this.
Basically, yeah. I was like, I broke it. Help.
I remember my dad played Lara Croft, the first Lara Croft, when I was a kid. Like I was so young, and I don't really remember much of my life because my memory is awful. But I remember sitting with my dad playing Tomb Raider, and I was like, "Wow, this looks amazing."
So for me, the games that really got me into gaming actually have them with me. So Sonic the Hedgehog, this Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and Sonic & Knuckles. I don't actually have Sonic 1 with me, I don't know what happened to it. But yeah, growing up with those games, and loving music, loving, watching TV videos, and having like a joint combination of those mediums for me as a kid was really inspiring. And I just remember playing those games all day long on Sonic and other stuff like that. So,
Civilization. I like strategy game.
Oh no! I like that. What do you like about strategy games?
It's actually really applicable for real life problem too, because like every day we're solving problem, especially the area that I'm in is product management. It's all about problem solving. So that's why I like strategy game in general.
Yeah, that's cool. I liked Age of Empires.
Oh, that one's good too.
Yeah.
So when I was a kid, I went to a social club, and they had a PlayStation 1, and there were some kids playing on the Game Boy Colors. They were playing Pokemon, and I thought, oh, that looks so cool. Like I love the characters, I love the creatures. Yeah, and for PlayStation 1, it was Spyro 3. That's what drew me into 3D platformers.
In the 90s, something that was really cool for me was, in that pre-internet era, it was really cool to explore and discover games. So before we had the internet and looked up like cheat codes and stuff, figuring out how to do fatalities in games like Mortal Kombat, and Metal Gear Solid, with I don't remember, trying to contact Meryl when it says look at the back of the CD case.
Oh, I never played it, but I heard it.
Yeah.
Because I went to, around PS1, I went to PC, so I had a period where I was like, sort of PC Master Race thing, and yeah. Anyway, it's not that deep. What is the earliest gaming memory that you remember?
My earliest gaming memory? I think it would be going to Sega World in Trocadero and playing the different arcade machines. You can't find much footage of it these days. I was thinking about it the other day, and it was quite funny because Sega tracked down the original Sonic statue and bought it and did it all, fixed the arm, and have taken it on tour for every single event they do, and it brings back a lot of memories. So actually the actual physical aspect has always been quite powerful for me, being there on the actual machine, playing the sticks.
There's a game called Crash Bash, which is a Crash Bandicoot game. And it was like a party game, and it was phenomenal. And I feel like no one knows about it. And it's like, I played up, I stayed up all night, with my mate when we were kids playing Crash Bash. And my mum would come in and open the door, and we'd have to pretend to be asleep. And then we were obsessed with this game with Crash Bash. And then Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts was another one where it's I like all the spin-offs of the main games. That's what I think I found.
Game Boy, I think it was Pokemon. And then DS Lite was, I think, Animal Crossing. I think it just landed in my brain. Before it wasn't in my brain, it's in my brain now. My earliest memories were definitely Animal Crossing on the DS Lite. That was the funnest, yeah, it was great. I think it was Wild World. It's a good game. You should play it, it's good.
Is there something about games that makes you personally happy?
Well, actually, recently I had a stream where it was just full positivity in the chat, and people were like, "Oh, that was great battles on there. Oh, can I have your setup? Because I think that might work for me," kind of thing. And everyone was working together, and it was a very casual race, like, because on F1 you can play like league racing, it can be competitive, but I wanted to create a space where we welcomed in people of all abilities, because I'm not great myself. So I wanted to kind of allow everyone in. So we've got some people in the community that are absolutely incredible, and they've offered to help other people, like, hey, I can give you tips to help you improve, and they're like, yeah, and it's just built a big community. And that stream, honestly, I literally sat there when I finished and was just sitting there like reflecting on the entire thing. It just made me so happy.
What would you say is your biggest achievement so far in games?
Over the last couple of years, I have managed to put out, I think, 3 video games that I'm very proud of. One of which is Eastward, and I wasn't the product lead on that, but I was the product lead on Wild Frost, which is a wonderful card game, and the developers are so lovely. I was so happy because I took that from signing and did all its production schedule, its QA, its LQA, its localization, all of it, like from top to bottom. And I've never been that embedded into a development process before, so it was really exciting being able to be a part of that and be a part of their story and get their game onto market.
2008, 2009, Call of Duty Game Battles Legends. That was almost 20 years ago now, so I need to find something new that's a little bit more fresh. Probably that, to be fair. I'm holding on to that, yeah.
So I think now my current position is my biggest achievement, as I think it's amazing to work for Xbox and be there and help the developers to release. So for me, this is my biggest achievement currently, I think.
What advice would you give your younger self, knowing what you know now?
I think the biggest advice I would give is the fact that because I'm more of a writer, I'm not very visual with the arts. I would tell my younger self that, hey, there's free art assets out there. You don't need to be hampered down making games because you don't know the person who's willing to help create the visual aspect of games. There's free assets there. You can use that to create games. Doesn't just because you don't have the skill set you need to create like a game doesn't mean there's like free assets there, and that also probably includes for music and everything as well.
I would say take the leap. It took me until I was in my late 20s to get into the gaming industry. And I was, like I said, I've always been into games. We didn't really have this platform that we have now where we can upload gaming content, or better yet, we can live stream. Now, I wish back then I'd prepared myself properly in my early teens, maybe even blogged about it, post pictures, on the old Google forums and things like that. I really wish I'd have got into gaming a lot sooner. I kind of pandered to a community of people that weren't necessarily interested in gaming, so you're put on the outside of things. And I regret that time. But now, even though I'm in my 30s, I'm kind of hoping that I can sway those same folks my age that thought that same way, that look what I'm doing, you can do it as well.
Yeah, I would have told myself, just do something within gaming. It doesn't matter what you think it is, because I chose a design career path, and I could have did that in gaming as well, but I was like, just do something in gaming. If gaming is what you love, yeah, just do it.
First of all, I would say be mindful, take care of your mental health, don't overwork too much, don't push yourself too much, be nice to yourself, because I don't know, maybe this is what got me to where I am now, but I was pushing myself a lot through these years, and I was working a lot, and maybe I could have been a bit nicer to myself.
From your perspective, what does the word gamer mean to you?
Literally anybody who enjoys video games. Doesn't matter what kind of game, what kind of platform, how long you've been playing for, how long you played the game for, it doesn't matter. As long as you play them and you enjoy them, you're a gamer.
So for me, gamer means a person that can literally pick up a pad, turn on the screen, put their VR headset on, and they just get lost in whatever it is they're doing. So it's a person who can, challenge themselves, complete a puzzle, use their skills on whatever it is they're working on. And it's not necessarily something that's, mundane. So it can be like, I'm going to use my skills as a chef to play a rhythm game because I'm good with my fingers, I'm going to use my mathematical skills to do all these puzzle games really fast. Or within different constraints. So these are like gamers are people who use their skills in different ways and challenge themselves.
The word gamer, someone that appreciates, I know this is going to sound strange and I don't really know how to explain it, someone that appreciates their time over everything else. Someone that can both connect and disconnect. Someone that is, again, appreciated by everybody for a mutual, it doesn't matter who you are, what color you are, whether you're queer or not, gaming is just one category. You have an extended family without even realizing it. And there's somebody out there that you'll connect with over your interests, your common interests. Like I said, I've been a gamer my entire life, it feels like, since my mum first handed me that console. And through that, I've had friends at school. We're swapping game cartridges when physical copies were popular back then. And again, finding my extended family through gaming is what made me a gamer. Not necessarily a good one, but a gamer nonetheless.
All done.
Okay, so
I forgot one thing. I will have to do it on the back end. Can you give me a big clap so I can sync the audio?
Oh yeah, sure.
Massive.
A massive clap.
Yeah. Just like
I could just flick the. Okay, now.
Making the cards, and we got really excited about it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Give me the clap again. Give me the clap.
That was a really bad clap.
You can clap again. Cool. There we go. All done.
We done.
Hey there, I'm Nigel from My Matter. Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the other great videos we have on the channel. You can also join the Gamepad Discord and check out the next event at gamepad.events. We'll see you soon.